Right, Chef Mossy here. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to dedicate this to a man who doesn't really make an introduction. All I can say is Jack Daniels and Coke. It's made Jack Daniels and Coke as well known as Shirley Temple did to the drink Shirley Temple, and Tom Collins is Tom Collins. It's the Lemmy, Jack Daniels and Coke. And what I'm going to do today, I'm going to cook a dish because I did a bit of research into telling me what he would like to eat. Didn't like vegetables. The only vegetables he liked were green beans and potatoes, and I'm going to do a Jack Daniels sauce to go with chicken. So here we go. Let's get started. The only way I know how, with a Jack and Coke. First time I met Lemmy was in the St. Moritz Club in Wardle Street in must have been mid-80s, and he's always on the fruit machine there. Because what people would do is we get to the St. Moritz Club about 10 o'clock after we piled out the Marquee Club, and everybody would meet in the, in the Intrepid Fox beforehand, have a few drinks, go to the gig, then over to the St. Moritz Club. And it was great, I met him quite a few times, and every time I met him, we always had a bit of a chat, and if he wasn't on the fruit machine, because you don't interrupt him when he's on the fruit machine. And a bit later on, obviously, he relocated to Los Angeles, and the Rainbow Bar and Grill became his pad, as it were, the place to be seen. But those days in the 80s were great. Everybody who was touring hung out in the St. Moritz Club, and you had to be on the list to get in there, and it would open at 10 o'clock in the evening, shut at 5, 6 in the morning. And I was working in Oxford at the time, in a restaurant, and I finished work at 4 o'clock. And I'll get on a bus, which was 45 minutes an hour to get to London, go to the Intrepid Fox, have a few drinks, go to the gig, go to the St. Moritz Club, drink till 6 AM in the morning, catch the first train back to Oxford. Got me into Oxford at 7:25, in time to go to work at 8 o'clock. And I was hanging. I went through the whole night, pretty much with no sleep, over 24 hours with no sleep, and drinking through the night, and I went straight to work. I just don't know how I got through those days, but it was good fun. But every time I was in the St. Moritz Club, Lemmy was always there. If he wasn't touring, he was in there. Right, what I'm going to do now is start off with the sauce. The sauce is pretty simple. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put into it is 1 grated garlic, bulb of garlic, just finely grated, or you can puree it, or you crush it, or a garlic press, whatever you want to do. So that's the garlic in there. 2 teaspoons of tomato puree. 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce. 1 whole lemon, juiced. 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. 1 cup of pineapple juice. 1 cup of dark brown sugar. Okay. A little bit of rapeseed oil in there. And then we put that onto the flame and let it simmer until it reduces. And that's about it. That's all we can do for the moment. And just let that sauce cook away there. And we'll come back to it in a little while. But that's the basic recipe. Right, that's the sauce. Nicely reduced down. It's kind of gone a bit syrupy now, quite really thick because of the sugar that's caramelised. And what I'm going to do to that now is add the magic liquor, the Jack Daniels, to the sauce. Just stir it in. Oh, it's bubbling away nicely there, look at that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back on just for a little while, just to reduce it a little bit more. I don't want to cook out too much of that alcohol, Just simmer that for a little while. that is good. Cayenne's a little bit hot, but the Jack Daniel's really coming through strong. So that's the sauce done. Right, let's see water boiling for the potatoes. So I'm going to put these 2 potatoes which I've chipped with skins on into the pan. Right, that's the potatoes just about done, the chips. So what I'll do is they've got a hot pan on there, griddle pan, the chicken, face down with the skin down. On there. And that sauce will caramelise on there. Oops. There we go. What I'm going to do is a little bit, no seasoning whatsoever in the sauce at all. So I'm going to season the meat, a little bit of rock salt, black pepper. You could always make the sauce the day before, marinate overnight. On this occasion I'm not doing that. Okay. What I'm going to do now is put it into the oven on gas mark 6. Okay, and now what we'll do is drain the potatoes off, they're ready to go. It's all coming together. No, don't. I'll leave them to drain. They're just about, they're cooked ready. You just need to put them in a pan once they're dry. And you want them like that, so when you put a knife in them, they just fall off. Actually tell they're cooked. I mean, I can't even lift the thing up because they're cooked. Okay, that's they're cooked. So basically, just about nearly fully cooked. And then we get a hot pan on, a saute pan with a little bit of oil in it. Keep it moving. I'll probably use a wok actually, so I can keep the chips moving, so they're nice brown evenly. I'm cooking in rapeseed oil. I use rapeseed oil for most things. You don't need a lot. It's not like deep frying it. If you've got to deep fry, you can deep fry them. I'll leave them to drain. They're just about, they're cooked ready. You just need to put them in a pan once they're dry. And you want them like that, so when you put a knife in them, they just fall off. Actually tell they're cooked. I mean, I can't even lift the thing up because they're cooked. Okay, they're cooked. So basically, just about nearly fully cooked. And then we get a hot pan on, a saute pan with a little bit of oil in it. Keep it moving. I'll probably use a wok actually, so I can keep the chips moving, so they're nice brown evenly. I'm cooking in rapeseed oil. I use rapeseed oil for most things. You don't need a lot. It's not like deep frying it. If you've got to deep fry, you can deep fry them. Okay, the chips are nearly done. Right, the chips, I want them nice and crispy. Once they're nearly cooked, I've cooked a few of them this time. I'll do one dish at a time. And I put the chips onto some kitchen towel just to drain the excess oil off of it. I'm going to do the green beans in a pan with a little bit of butter and a seasoning. So chicken's done, chips are nearly done, green beans last minute. So and then our plate, and then we'll go through the plating up. The sauce is all ready to go. I'm going to put it in the sauce boat. Already the chicken's got some sauce on it, so it's nice and glazed. So, but a little bit of extra sauce when I put it on the plate. Look at that, the colour of those chips. Take them out. They've already been blanched in hot water, so they're just about cooked. Put them on there. Move that away. Well, that's the chips off draining. Chicken's nearly done. Right, bit of salt in the water, boiling water. Add the green beans. now. Just wait the green beans to cook there, then we go, the chips are all ready to go, they're hot, still just draining, oil on them. Time for a quick slurp on the JD, and we'll be ready to plate then. And once we've eaten it, time for plenty more JDs. Well, that's the beans cooked, ready to go. I'm going to put the saute pan onto there, ready to get hot. Okay, beans are just about there. Knob of butter. A little bit of garlic. And what I'll do is I'll just grate a little bit of garlic in there as well. Okay. Once it's melting. Green beans I'll put into here, pour into a colander, or you can use this whole slotted spoon to take them out. Turn off the gas on the back. Beans are nice and crisp, still crisp, so they're not overcooked at all. There you go. So you have the butter there, look. And the garlic ready to go. What we're going to do is really quickly, the green beans, just a little bit malleable, crispy. Into the pan. A little bit black pepper, a little bit of salt, rock salt. Cook to a very high, that way evenly distributed. So that is the green beans ready to go. Okay, we'll just put it there. Chicken out of the oven. Okay, just let that rest for a second. There we go, that's the chips. That's the beans, and a little bit of butter and garlic. So the chicken. There we go, chicken. And there you go, Jack Daniel's sauce. And that's it really. So that's the chicken. The Jack Daniel's sauce I've cooked for a Lemmy, because you can get green beans and potatoes apparently, and that's the dish. So cheers. The ultimate Jack Daniel's and Coke, yeah. So we want is 2 ounces of Jack all the way to the top in the schooner. You just want to top up with Coke. Look at that. Have with my chicken. So cheers, that's for Lemmy Kilmister and sadly missed. Cheers. That's half a bottle of them while we're cooking this.